In this module, we're going to discuss the use of the calendar and its functions within the Salto Pro Access system. So the calendar is accessed by pressing on the calendar icon on the main row, and that displays the list. Like many other areas within the program, there are 255 calendars available. Most people would only use one. I've renamed my first one Holidays. The reason that you might use more than one is if you had like perhaps one area of the building observes a holiday and another area doesn't, and you want to schedule some of the devices to work specially for the holiday, where the rest of them you want them to ignore it at a holiday and act just like it was any other Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day of the week it was. So that's why you would use perhaps more than one, but most people would only use one. So again, once I'm in the holiday schedule, as you can see here, I have a calendar that displays every day of the year. And then when the days are displayed in a normal white and gray colored box, those are scheduled to be just normal days. So for instance, if I place the cursor here on April 3rd, 2012, it's a white box. It's going to act under the normal circumstances on that Tuesday. So whatever's scheduled to occur on that Tuesday will just act like any other Tuesday. Now, if I wanted to make that day act differently, I simply highlight the day and then choose whether I want it to be a holiday, a special 1 day, or a special 2 day. So in this case, if I just click holiday, now it acts just like a holiday. So let's say that we had the 4th of July was a holiday and Christmas, December 25th, was a holiday. And that's basically how I would go in and set up that these are days of the year that aren't necessarily going to act like the typical Monday through Sunday schedule that's on the day of the week. If I had a day that I needed to have something happen in the middle of the day, so let's say, for instance, Christmas Eve. I'm not going to close for the entire day, but we're all going to go home early on Christmas Eve. So then I might choose to take Christmas Eve, the 24th, and use Special 1. So what I'll do is I'll modify the schedule for, say, unlocking the front door. So on Special 1 day, instead of the front door being unlocked from 8 to 5, I'm only going to have it unlocked from 8 to noon. And then on a holiday, I'm going to tell it not to unlock at all. So in this way, I get a half a day on Christmas Eve, and I get a full day on Christmas. And then if I have some other scheduled condition that might be a little different, I could use Special 2 for that. So we give you 3 abnormal schedules that you can place on any given door. Keep in mind that when you apply a special schedule and no longer call the day a normal Monday through Sunday, if you're going to grant access to someone who has a limited schedule, they will also need to have access privileges for holidays, Special 1 and Special 2. So again, this is how it works. If I click out, I can go out into next year, the year after, etc. I can schedule as many of these as far out as I'd like ahead of time. Keep in mind, calendars are predominantly stored in the control devices, meaning they're in the door readers or in the control units for a wall reader. When we load or update those doors, we only update the next 365 days worth of data. So even though you may have loaded the next 3 years worth of holidays, when you load the lock, it's only going to load the next 365 days worth of them. And then on the lock status, you'll see update required with a date out there that's 365 days from now. And we'll cover that again when we're in the doors window.